Life, Part 2. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Marcus Aurelius. Life isn't a matter of milestones, but of moments. Rose Kennedy. The story of life is quicker than the blink of an eye. The story of love is hello, goodbye. Jimi Hendrix. Our truest life is when we are in dreams awake. Henry David Thoreau. Into each life some rain must fall. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. To me, if life boils down to one thing, it's movement. To live is to keep moving. Jerry Seinfeld. The most satisfying thing in life is to have been able to give a large part of oneself to others. Pierre Teilhard de Chardin. Give me the luxuries of life and I will willingly do without the necessities. Frank Lloyd Wright. Life imitates art far more than art imitates life. Oscar Wilde. If life were predictable, it would cease to be life, and be without flavor. Eleanor Roosevelt. Maybe all one can do is hope to end up with the right regrets. Arthur Miller. Life is a work in progress. Jeff Rich. There is more to life than increasing its speed. Mahatma Gandhi. Life is a series of collisions with the future. It is not the sum of what we have been, but what we yearn to be. Jose Ortega y Gasset. The most important thing is to enjoy your life, to be happy. It's all that matters. Audrey Hepburn. Find ecstasy in life. The mere sense of living is joy enough. Emily Dickinson. Wrong life cannot be lived rightly. Theodore W. Adorno. All theory, dear friend, is gray, but the golden tree of life springs ever green. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Life is pleasant, death is peaceful, it's the transition that's troublesome. Isaac Asimov. All of life is peaks and valleys. Don't let the peaks get too high and the valleys too low. John Wooden. The difficulty in life is the choice. George A. Moore. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. Albert Einstein. Remember when life's path is steep to keep your mind even. Horace. Don't go around saying the world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. It was here first. Mark Twain. Sometimes life hits you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. Steve Jobs. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it. Lou Holtz. He not busy being born is busy dying. Bob Dylan. What do we live for, if not to make life less difficult for each other? George Eliot. With renunciation life begins. Amelia Barr. The personal life deeply lived always expands into truths beyond itself. Anais Nin. Surprise is the greatest gift which life can grant us. Boris Pasternak. Life is a tragedy when seen in close-up but a comedy in long shot. Charlie Chaplin. The good life is one inspired by love and guided by knowledge. Bertrand Russell. Life is too short to work so hard. Vivian Lee. While there's life, there's hope. Marcus Tullius Cicero. Life is the art of drawing sufficient conclusions from insufficient premises. Samuel Butler. One way to get the most out of life is to look upon it as an adventure. William Feather. A baby is God's opinion that life should go on. Carl Sandburg. What we think determines what happens to us, so if we want to change our lives, we need to stretch our minds. Wayne Dyer. Life ought to be a struggle of desire toward adventures whose nobility will fertilize the soul. Rebecca West. How sweet it is. Jackie Gleason. Life is made up of sobs, sniffles, and smiles, with sniffles predominating. O. Henry. Good friends, good books and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life. Mark Twain. Life is a moderately good play with a badly written third act. Truman Capote. As a well-spent day brings happy sleep, so life well spent brings happy death. Leonardo da Vinci. Life is like a trumpet. If you don't put anything into it, you don't get anything out of it. William Christopher Handy. Doing what you love is the cornerstone of having abundance in your life. Wayne Dyer. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood. All is riddle, and the key to a riddle is another riddle. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The greatest trap in our life is not success, popularity or power, but self-rejection. Henri Nouwen. Pain and death are part of life. To reject them is to reject life itself. Havelock Ellis. Life is never fair, and perhaps it is a good thing for most of us that it is not. Oscar Wilde. Life would be tragic if it weren't funny. Stephen Hawking. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Marcus Aurelius. The privilege of a lifetime is being who you are. Joseph Campbell. Everything has been figured out, except how to live. Jean-Paul Sartre. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell to be the first to know about new material.